Achan, do you meditate with mantras as well? Right, okay. I do. Okay. Occasionally I do practice with the mantras too. Okay. Particularly in Thailand, the temple where I was training, the temple called Wat Pak Nam, Pasi Charan, and which is the birthplace for the Dhammakaya meditation, and which involves with the crystal bowl and the recitation or the mantra called Samma Arahang. So I have practiced that quite well during the time when I was there. So basically you're visualizing this crystal ball along with the in breath and out breath, and then as you visualize this crystal ball, you will be reciting the chanting called Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Stage by stage you're going through until the 7 stages, which is just above the navel. Two fingers above the navel will be the 7th stage, and that is the unification or the central of our body and unification of the whole universe. And there, as you sit there, as you settle down and investigating the 4 elements, and with that 4 elements, and gradually you're extending from one to another stages of a subtle body up to the enlightenment. Okay, so this is one form of mantras that I have used along with the crystal bowl, and another one is the Buddho, which is very famous in Thai tradition, particularly in a forest tradition. Like last year, I was in Thailand, spent 4 months retreat in the forest monastery, was north of Thailand, and in that temple, and I was instructed by Luang Por from Bangkok, who had visited our center. So he gave me this practice of a Buddha Bhavana, or the mantra called Buddho. So there are different ways of practicing the Buddho. So you can practice whether along with the breath, like as you breathe in, reciting the Bud, and as you breathe out, To. So Bud, To, Bud, To. That's the one way. And another one is, doesn't matter what you are doing, mentally you're reciting the Buddho, 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 Buddho. And it's become a second nature of your mind, and the word Buddha will be verbalizing behind in your background, and that's how you will be more mindful. And once your mind is settled down, and what you are using is the breath as a breeze between the conventional world to the ultimate, and with that you basically knowing the things that is impermanent, and seeing that this impermanent, and awakening this sleeping consciousness up to the alertness, and that's how you will be generating a wisdom. Okay, so that's also another form of a practice that I did, and normally I do sometimes when my mind is too busy, then I do have to go on to those just to settle my mind down. Okay, and apart from that, there are other techniques that you can do as well, and whereas I also have done it's called a Tatsapanchaka Kamathana, and this Kamathana again given the day when one becomes a monk. But I did it after when I was in a university. That's a reciting of a Kesa, Loma, Nakha, Danta, Tacho, Danta, Nakha, Loma, Kesa, like that. So basically you are contemplating on a hair of the head, Kesa, Loma, hair of the body, and then the nails, and then the teeth, and then this skin, like that. So you're just simply reciting up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, until your mind firmly established. And once it's firmly established, again you're separating it, the direction, the color, the shape, and like that. And basically as you develop your concentration and understanding of that, you will be, taking away from this is belongs to me. Basically, you will be more onto, letting go of yourself, and ego you will be releasing. This whole mass of body is not belongs to us, not like that. So yeah, I do practice the mantras as well, but and that is my second option. The first option always, will do with the breathing meditation, and then abdominal rising falling, and then this samma arhang, then this dhammakaya, and then a buddha, like that. So but I fairly know about the breathing meditation, and as well as this rising falling of abdomen, which I feel more comfortable to introduce and guide people through. So that's why I always use these two techniques rather than other techniques that I have also practiced.